Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Elizabeth Rhodus. She's an assistant professor with the Sanders Brown Centers on Aging and the Department of Behavioral Science. Now, many factors contribute to brain health, but many of us may not realize what those factors are. Dr. Rhodus, can you talk about some of these areas that we can focus on?
We know that from the moment of conception, our brain begins to develop and our nervous system grows. I'll give you just a couple quick key points that you can consider. There's 5 areas that we really want you to think about as you go out into the world and you're engaging about your day. Socialization. It's critical that you are socializing and communicating. We know that the social interactions stimulate healthy neuroendorphins and things like that, and healthy chemicals in your brain that help it respond well and communicate within itself. We also, with social interactions, will have different areas of our brain to fire and to think and communicate that we don't necessarily stimulate sitting here by ourselves or not, engaging socially. Another element that I want you guys to think about is physical exercise. If it's healthy for your heart, it's healthy for your brain. We want you to have at least 150 minutes of moderately vigorous exercise a week. That's about 30 minutes a day. That's anything from walking to riding your bike. You can even sweep and vacuum the floor. That can count towards your physical exercise minutes. But 150 is our goal. Another thing that we really want you to think about or strive on is this idea of cognitive challenge. We want you to think about how can you create new thinking in your brain that's going to be the just right challenge, not too hard, not too easy, but just right to kind of make you think, give you a little push, but still allow you to be successful. I remember I was talking to a group of people once and I said, if you crochet, just switch your hands and you're in the hook, put the hook in your other hand. And those ladies laughed at me so hard, they said, Elizabeth, we'll never do that. We're not going to do that. I said, okay, well, how about you just switch the pen and try to write with your non-dominant hand to give your brain a little bit of a trick or a push. I have other people that ask me about different crossword puzzles or sudoku, things like that. And if you do those are awesome, but we want you to mix it up. So if you do sudoku over and over and over, you're going to get really good at that one puzzle or that one activity. But we want you to think about things that are continually challenging. So you make it harder and harder, or you do different things that are really engaging your body and your mind. A couple other points to consider are sleep. Sleep is critical. We now know that sleep is the time when your brain grows, it implants and puts in new learning. It really sets it in while you're sleeping. Sleep also is an opportunity to cleanse your brain. It washes toxins throughout your brain with your cerebral spinal fluid that allows your brain to heal and recover from the stresses of the day before. Sleep is critical. Another last element that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is this idea of diet and nutrition. The Mediterranean diet is the best. This idea of thinking about healthy fats like olive oils and avocado oils, as well as high emphasis in healthy fruits and vegetables, really thinking about those rich, dark green vegetables, they're critical for our health. We also have some science or data that talks about the mind diet. And the mind diet is a combination of Mediterranean elements and the DASH diet. The DASH is low sodium. It really, we talk a lot about DASH diet in our heart healthy conversations. So thinking about if the diet is good for your heart, it's also going to be good for your brain. But we have seen some evidence in literature that's linking things like hot dogs and bacon and frozen pizza to onset of Alzheimer's disease. What we put in our body really fuels our brain, and it can also help protect our brain. One, overall, enriched environments are neuroprotective, making sure that you are engaging and you're taking in these enriched, experiences every day. You will enrich your environment by having good sleep, good nutrition, social interaction, 150 minutes at least of physical exercise, and cognitive challenge. So those are the five tips for healthy brain aging. There's lots more, and there's lots of science built into those quick tips.
Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.